Good morning from Applejack. How are you today? Good. I'm feeling pretty good today. I even put on a little bit of makeup today for the camera. Just for you. Um, we're going to start with the date. So, what is the day today? We've had Monday, Tuesday. So, today is Wednesday. That's right. So, if we look at our calendar, there it is. Wednesday, if you go all the way to the top, Wednesday. So the day is Wednesday. Do you know the month? January, February, March, right? And I showed you the number of the day, so I gave you a clue. What is the number of the day? The 25th. Good. And our year is 2020. So that makes the date today Wednesday, March 25th, 2020. And I think I'm feeling so good this morning because of the weather. I even got an email from my Aunt Claire telling me that it was sunny down in Windsor area. She's from St. Joachim. And so she emailed me this morning and said it was sunny there. And I said, it's sunny here too. So if you look out your window and I look out my window, I see sun. Do you see sun? And if we check the weather on my phone, there, oh look, I didn't get any glare on it. That's the Blue Mountains, so it's 3 degrees. Now, look at it, it's saying cloudy, but it's not cloudy here. What is it saying in Meaford? It's saying cloudy. Do I have Collingwood? No. Huh, interesting. Well, it's not cloudy right now, it's sunny. So that's good. It doesn't match my phone. Maybe it's cloudy in Toronto. We talked about, no, that says Blue Mountains. Because sometimes in the newspaper, we would be looking at Toronto newspaper, and it would be different. But that's my phone, and it's saying cloudy, but it's sunny. Anyway, a little update in the news. Trudeau was with the parliament in the parliament yesterday, and they were up until late last night, it said in the news this morning, and they came to an agreement to help people that have to close their businesses and other people that are in financial need. Probably also to help, they want to produce more things like the ventilators and stuff. So they've been in the parliament trying to come up with an agreement, and they did. So he's been busy. I didn't hear from Ford yesterday. This morning, though, there was some news about the royal family. I'm not sure if you heard that, but Prince Charles has tested positive for the coronavirus. And I did listen to Trump talk yesterday, and I don't agree with what he was talking about yesterday. He thinks that it's going to be cleared up by Easter, but I think it's going to take a little bit longer than that. It took me a little bit longer to get started today because I was trying to come up with some other things to talk to you about. So I have some Peanuts books, and they're comics. So I thought we could do a comic each day. I wish I had Garfield, but I don't. I could look Garfield up online, but I have these books, and I have about 8 of them, so I thought those would be good. And this one's Snoopy, and he's thinking, every night it's the same thing. I have supper with the red dish, and drink water in my yellow dish. Tonight, I think, I'll have my supper in the yellow dish, and maybe drink my water in the red dish. Life is too short not to live it up a little. So that's a good message from Snoopy, and that's the picture. So there he is, deciding to switch it up and eat and drink in a different color bowl. Just something little simple like that. Speaking of color, did you notice what shirt I'm wearing today? Does anybody know where this shirt came from? I'll give you the answer in a little bit. Speaking of that, does anybody have the answer to the question from yesterday? So I put it in some water. And does anyone know what this is? This morning I actually talked to Mrs. Woodhouse's son, and he knew what it was, and he was right. It's a pussy willow. Did anyone guess that? So I'm going to keep it in the water, and we're going to see how these little buds grow more. So the other thing that I have for you today, aside from where did the shirt come from, is, do you know what this is? And I did ask Max yesterday, and he guessed it right, but I gave him a clue. I said the bark color is how I knew what it was when I saw it in the same place that I saw the pussy willows. The bark is red. So I'll give you the answer to that one tomorrow. But do you know what this is? Okay. So I can give you the answer of the shirt. The shirt came from my class making them for tie-dyeing. So they were white. Everybody had a white shirt. And then we all tie-dyed our own white shirt because last year we had a field trip to Canada's Wonderland. And we all wore our shirts. That way we would be easy to see in the crowds of people. And unfortunately, that would be something that wouldn't be able to do right now, is go to Canada's Wonderland. But we definitely can look at all the pictures we had from Canada's Wonderland, and we can remember those good times. And we even had some parents that came last year, so that was really nice too. Okay, what's my next thing on the list? What birds I saw yesterday. So yesterday I saw a chickadee, and I got a real good picture, close-up picture of the chickadee. It was eating something in the tree. Maybe I should look that up. I should see what was, I'm gonna say maybe some type of insect that the chickadee was getting on the tree, but I'll look that up for tomorrow. And I also saw a blue jay, and I saw some seagulls. Now, I have a new sound for you today. This is not a bird, but I would like you to listen to it to see if you know what it is. Okay. Can you hear it? It's Ollie snoring. Oh. First you can hear that I was listening to the news. And then all of a sudden the news goes off and you can really hear her. Aww. She's just like her mom. She snores. Okay. I'll do another sound tomorrow. I have to think of that today. What sound can I trick you with? Okay. I'm going to ask this every day. Did you make your bed? Okay. You can only answer that. I don't know. But unless I get a message from your parents. But I'll trust that you made your bed. And what did you have for dinner last night? Or you could tell me what you had for breakfast this morning. Let's see. Let me guess. I'm going to guess some things for dinner last night. Maybe one household had something spicy, like a curry. Another house might have had like some steak. Another household might have had, let's see, some chicken. And for breakfast, well, for sure, I know someone had eggs, right? Now, what did I have for dinner last night? I had some sausage and some garlic bread, and we had a salad. Max and I ate together, and peas. Max wanted peas, so we had peas. Yeah, it was really nice. And has anyone seen anything on YouTube? Yesterday I asked about Netflix. Aside from seeing me, of course, but have you seen anything on YouTube? I know that some of the students like to look at music on YouTube or sports on YouTube. Now, any sports that you would be watching would be in the past, but that's okay. It's fun to rewatch things. I know I rewatch movies and TV shows, so you could rewatch some sports. That would be good. And music, of course. I hope people are, if you wanted to do an activity, you could be listening to music and doing art like we do at school. That's something maybe we could do here too. I could pick a song and we could do that. The other thing I had was we've been studying animals with math, so I found this book. Oh, I just got a text. Did you hear the ding? So it's about dogs, and I was going to start reading that book. And it is The How and Why Wonderful Book. And it's an older book. It's from like, what year is it from? 1982. 1982. And I have a whole series of these. So today we're going to talk about dogs. It says, older than man. Watch a child playing with a puppy, or a man out for a walk with his dog beside him. Notice how blind man depends on his seeing eye dog, or how a sheep rancher depends on his team of collies. Follow a hunter and see how his bird dog finds the flushes of the game. These are common sights in the 20th century, some common that we hardly notice them. Yet each person is carrying on a tradition and partnership as old as the human race itself. To make an intimate companion of an animal is quite unique for man. Of all the animals that have served and still serve man in his long history, only the dog has become a partner, a companion, and a playmate. What is also unique is the fact that this relationship has not been enforced. Both man and dog have come to it with a sincere affection and loyalty for each other. It is a tribute to both species that they can live together not only in mutual dependence but also as friends. This is a special mark of distinction, for the dog family lived on Earth many millions of years before man arrived. The dog family has a history that goes back some 40 million years to the Eocene period, one of a long series of geological eras in the development of the Earth. Tiny horses, miniature camels, and primitive monkeys inhabited the land during this period. They were herbivore animals. Now, we talked about herbivores. Do you remember what herbivores eat? They're plant eaters and completely peaceful. Preying on these animals was a small but ferocious carnivore meat eater that was adapted to both tree climber and running in the open. It was a long-tailed, short-legged beast, and it made life miserable for the grazing animals. This tough little creature, named Miacus by scientists, was the grand ancestor of all the dogs, tame and wild, that we know today. Okay, so it wasn't the dog that was the herbivore, it was the other animals that were grazing in the field are the herbivores, and it was the grand ancestor of the dog that would go after these animals. So this is the picture that they show of the animals, and I guess this is the dog. So shorter legs and a long tail. So we can continue reading about that. I have some other books too about other animals, so we can do a little bit of reading each day. Okay. So I think I've done everything on my to-do list today. We've talked about birds. We've got a question for tomorrow. You have to find out and answer the question, what is this? I gave you a sound, and it was olive. And we talked about my shirt. So I think we're good. So I just want to say thanks for spending time with me again today. I miss you guys. I miss my students. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And if it's possible, maybe you can get outside because it's a sunny day today. And that's always good for us. We can get some vitamin D. So take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.